Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Goldtrap here at the Law Office of Jeff Goldtrap. Give us a call if you can help. If we can help. 615-254-1471. Here's the topic of today: divorce. How can we make this as as easy as possible? It many times is not a happy event. So how do we make this as smooth as it possibly can? What I'm going to talk about today is what's called an uncontested divorce. You will hear about an ID divorce. What's ID mean? Irreconcilable differences. Some states call this a no-fault divorce. In Tennessee, we talk about irreconcilable differences. Big words. That means we cannot agree. We don't have to go into detail of what it is we can't agree on. Maybe my spouse cannot agree that I'd like to have 3 or 4 girlfriends in addition to a wife. Very few spouses would agree to that. Maybe your spouse says, I cannot agree to the fact that I would really like a red Corvette as the next family car, and you want us to buy a minivan. Maybe you all can't agree to that. Maybe you can't agree on what to order for dinner. I don't know. But you cannot agree. And so you have irreconcilable differences, things that cannot be reconciled, cannot be made to come together again. In Tennessee, to be granted a divorce for irreconcilable differences, there must be an agreement. You cannot come to the court and say, it's an irreconcilable differences divorce, Judge. Now, Judge, we can't figure out what to do with the family farm. I think I should get it. She thinks she should get it. You make it up your mind. That's a contested divorce. Remember, the price for an uncontested divorce is this. The price for a contested divorce is that. It can be much more complicated, take a lot more time. But you must have an agreement. An agreement in this case is called a marital dissolution agreement. How are we going to split up the marriage? And you say, that's easy. I'll go my way, she goes her way. Well, what about grandma's china that somebody has? What about those stocks that you bought while you were married? What about the house? Big question of the day. What about the kids? I've had people come in the office and they say, I've got an ID divorce. Me and my spouse are going to have an agreement. What about the children? Well, I get the children 365 days a year, and he can see the children if I agree. Why in the world would someone agree to that? Now, what happens in an irreconcilable differences divorce? 2 people must reach an agreement called a marital dissolution agreement that says, here's what properties we own. And remember, property can be bricks and mortar and fields and trees and houses. Property can be an old VHS tape. I don't know. It can be anything in your house. How you divide things up is called a marital dissolution agreement. How you divide up time with children is called a parenting plan. And you've got to understand that. You've got to come to that agreement. A parenting plan will tell you how many days the child will spend with dad, how many days the child will spend with mom. How is that going to be patterned? Is that going to be every other weekend? Is that going to be shared holidays? How are we going to divide major decisions like extracurricular activities, non-emergency health care, religious upbringing? What is child support going to be? How are we going to decide issues that we can't agree on? Are we going to go to mediation? Are we going to have to go back to court? When you reach an agreement, and an attorney can maybe help with reaching that agreement. When you reach that, you have a parenting plan. So in irreconcilable differences, a no-fault divorce is obtained or is had with a marital dissolution agreement and a parenting plan. I've helped many people with these. I can help you. If you need me, call me. Have a great day.